I want to extend a warm welcome to everybody and welcome to this presentation. My name is Jason Guzman. I attend Florida International University as a science student, and throughout my time there, I have been able to dive into different courses, take different courses, and study different coding programs that have allowed me to gain knowledge about web design. And that is what this project and this presentation will be about. It's about user-friendly website redesign for the brand Paxson. Let's get into the introduction of what this project revolves around. What is this project? Well, this project is a website redesign which uses the heuristic evaluation process and its notable characteristics to analyze the Paxson's website. This presentation will briefly overview the product information with key details surrounding the need for this change, the problems it contains, the solution to those problems, and how these new features will help future customers when accessing the site. Now, what are the need for the changes? Well, the project will handle various aspects of digital and graphic design from the website that will be used to modify and redesign it into a simple yet modern site that will allow customers to have a trouble-free shopping experience. Now, something notable to consider is found in the article titled E-commerce Sales Surge During the Pandemic by Census.gov. In this article, it explained how there was a big increase in electronic commerce as many individuals were forced to stay home, as we vividly remember back then in the early stages of the pandemic. This caused for many people to rely on online shopping during that time, and since then have adjusted to online shopping as their primary source of purchasing items. If we view the example, we see the data of how big online shopping has been since then. It notes that the e-commerce sales increased by a total of 43% from $571.2 billion in 2019 to $815.4 billion in 2020. That is about a $300 to $350 billion change in less than 1 year. And certainly, since 2020 to 2022, that number has only kept increasing. What does these stats reveal about brands and online shopping? Well, it reveals that brands like Paxson need to have adequate websites in order to keep up with the demand from their users and make sure that their websites are user-friendly and that the designs are able to be easily travel across the site. Now, let's dig into what is the problem with the Paxson site? Well, here we have two graphs. On the left, we have Paxson, and on the right, we have Aeropostale. And what these graphs show is the time that a user spends on each of these sites. If we notice Paxson, they have a slightly negative slope, hovering around an average of 4.5 minutes that a user spends on the Paxson site. Now, if we look to the right to Aeropostale, their slope is more constant and more positive, as they're hovering about an average of 9.5 minutes that a user spends on the Aeropostale site. If we compare the amount of time that a user spends on Aeropostale compared to Paxson, it's about almost more than double the amount that the user spends on Aeropostale than Paxson. Now, what is causing this problem to occur? In this slide, we see the website severity of errors ranking. Well, what does that exactly mean? Well, here we have two data tables, one on the left and one on the right. On the left, we have a 1 to 4 ranking, 1 being a major problem, to 4 being a slight to no major problem at all, of problems that may arise. A major usability problem has the definition of a problem of a key feature or function that occurs frequently, constantly impacting the use of the site. The number 2 ranking is an average usability problem. It means that it has a problem that involves frequent errors but can be resolved by the user at times. but can impact the use of the site. The rank number 3 is a minor usability problem. It involves functional errors that pose no threat to the immediate use of the site and can be resolved at a later time. Now, the ranking number 4 is a slight to no usability problem at all. What this means is that it involves cosmetic or graphic functions of the site that can't be resolved by the user but pose no effect in their use of the site. Now, these rankings are used in the following data table on the right, in which you see 1 to 6. These are 6 common problems that are found in the Paxson site. Considering number 1, there are too many icons/buttons on the homepage of the site. The severity of this ranking is giving a 1. The ease of fixing is a 3, and the heuristic topic it covers is aesthetic and a minimalistic design. The number 2 problem is a complicated checkout process. The severity ranking is given a 2, the ease of fixing is given a 3, considering all the things that are involved in the checkout process as billing information and security with the billing numbers and credit cards. We certainly want to take every step approach possible to ensure the security of our customers. Now that is given the heuristic topic of flexibility and efficiency of use. The third problem is the lack of a live chat help feature. The severity ranking is given a 2, and the ease of fixing ranking is given a 2. This will help the user with any problems that may arise by having a live feature that will help them input whatever sentence or keyword that they're looking for and help them find. This falls under the heuristic topic of help and documentation. Number 4 is formatting issues of text and pictures. The severity ranking is given a 3, and the ease of fixing the ranking is given a 2. And this falls under the heuristic topic of consistency and standards. The formatting of issues of text and pictures isn't really a big deal, which is why it's given a 3. It should be an easy fix, and be able to format the text and pictures right will help the user visualize everything better. The fifth problem is that the text is hard to read and the font is small. By having the text being small and the font being small as well, the severity ranking is given a 4, and the ease of fixing the ranking is given a 1. And the heuristic topic it covers is the consistency and standards. Now, it shouldn't be too hard to fix the font. This should be an easy fix and be able to have the user to read everything without any problems. The sixth and final problem is the limited number of graphics. The severity ranking is given a 4, which is low, and the ease of fixing the ranking is given a 1. And the heuristic topic it covers is the aesthetic and minimalist design. By including more graphics, the user will be able to see what they want to purchase and be able to visualize it and be able to purchase that item if they desire. Now, the solution to these problems in the past life is that we will have to be implementing necessary changes, like simplifying the home screen, adding graphics of clothing, shoes, and other accessories, reducing the number of steps to checkout, and adding a live chat and Q&A section. This will help attract more customers and help them to stay engaged on the site for longer times than just the average of 4.5 minutes. In conclusion, throughout this short presentation, our team has outlined a solution regarding the issue and have developed a plan to build a new interface that will be user-friendly. We have developed methods in place regarding the testing of our product. We will bring in focus groups before we release this new website to the project and see and study the data gathered through those focus groups to effectively put out the final project. Now, considering everything that we have done, none of this will be possible without the support of everyone who enjoys wearing urban style clothing, which I'm sure you will enjoy the Paxson brand. I guarantee that these changes will benefit the overall online shopping process for every person to enter the site, which is why I call out to you, the person listening to this presentation, for your support. Through your contribution, our project will gain popularity and allow for this idea to become reality. Thank you.